Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lisa with Undermine Propaganda. It is June 13th, 2026, Saturday afternoon. First, let me say thank you to everyone who has liked, subscribed, commented, shared, and engaged in any way with the content that I've been making over the past month or two. Greatly appreciate all the support, all the engagement. It means the world. It makes me feel as though I'm not screaming into the void. And that being said, I just want to go ahead and give a shout out to the subscribers that I do have names for, because a lot of them I do not. So thank you, PT0311, David Cordero, Susan Chapman, Hank Roos, and Eileen Ned. Like I said, thank you guys so much for all the engagement and support. Okay, let's get into it. One of my go-to shows is Piers Morgan. Hold on one second here. Get me back on the screen. Is Piers Morgan. He has a lot of good debates. He'll bring on people on one side or the other when it comes to Israel, when it comes to the Iran war, when it comes to the U.S. economy, when it comes to immigration. And he'll have different people on opposing views. So I really like that about the show. Piers himself, not so much. Most of the time, I completely disagree with him. He's been so enraging on the Israel-Gaza issue that it makes you want to rip your hair out. He, I believe, coined the term, "Do you condemn Hamas?" One of the most, again, enraging lines in political commentary. All that being said, he does bring on different guests with different views, and it makes for a very interesting show. And not only that, it does get out that alternative, that other view that you often, almost never actually see on mainstream media. Definitely not Fox. There's people that are on Piers Morgan you will never see on Fox News. You will never see on CNN. You will never see on MSNBC. So it's an important show just for that. You get real facts and history on topics that you were just not allowed to hear on mainstream media. On the show that I watched this past week, they were discussing the Iran war and the legitimacy of it, of the U.S. going to war with Iran. And two of the panel members, Harry Sisson, who is a political commentary for the Democrats, which I am no fan of. He spins and he spews propaganda just like everybody else. He did it during the election when Biden was still in the race. He was advocating for Biden to stay in the race and spinning the truth, saying Biden was fine, Biden was alert, Biden was completely capable of being president for 4 more years, when we all saw that that was not the truth. So this young man spews his share of propaganda. Let me just put that out there. Well, he's on the panel with Sean Spicer, who was a Republican propagandist. He was the press secretary for Trump, if you remember, in 2013. Now he's a political commentator. Well, Piers poses the question as to the fact that Trump promised no new wars. And yet here we are in this war in the Middle East with Iran, this illegal war of aggression that's not only caused devastation in the Middle East, but here at home, with gas prices, with food prices, with the cost of everything going up over here because of this war. So Piers poses a question to both of these guys. And like I said, I don't like Harry Sisson, but I have to give him credit because he just takes down Sean Spicer. And Sean does not, you can see he does not know how to react. He literally looks like he's going to break down. He really, truly does. And when people say cry more, they say cry more. And, you know, they just throw that out there. But in this segment, Sean Spicer looks like he is going to seriously start crying. So enough of me talking, and let's go ahead and take a listen to this clip on Piers. Okay, here we go.
Pain on being the guy who's not going to drag America into pointless, expensive Middle Eastern wars. You're going to focus on America first, getting the average American more money in their pocket, sorting out inflation, sorting out the cost of living. And in one fell swoop, by attacking Iran, he's abandoned the campaign pledge not to get involved in messy Middle Eastern wars, with the biggest, messiest Middle Eastern war imaginable. He's sent energy prices through the roof. He's sent now inflation surging back. Food prices will be next because, they're obviously part of this inflation report, but the fertilizer aspect of the Strait of Hormuz cannot be ignored, where a lot of the world's fertilizer has been held up, and that will have a delayed impact on the food chain. None of this makes any sense to me, Sean. I don't know why you did it.
Let me ask you this, in all seriousness. Do you think that would ever have been a political upside to going to Iran?
No.
Right. Okay. I think with that, I want to just level set that. I agree with you. There was never going to be a political upside going to Iran. Okay, but that's the point. Is that when you're president, that you have to do things that are in the best interest of the country. Iran presented America as a threat. They were developing a nuclet weapon. They
threat to America.
They killed a service member on average every 3 days.
You said a threat to America. Did Iran pose a threat to America? Hang on. Did Iran pose, before this war began, any direct threat to America?
Absolutely. They killed an average of 1 service member every 3 days for the last 3 years, either directly or through an Iranian proxy. So
see that first of all, the nuclear weapon crap and the fact that they were going to attack America, just flat out falsifiable lies. We have approximately 19 bases in the Middle East surrounding Iran in nearly every country. Bahrain, UAE, Saudi Arabia, Egypt. We're stationed over there. We're over there. Iran doesn't have bases over here. Iran doesn't have bases in Cuba. Iran doesn't have bases in Mexico. No, we are over there surrounding them, the aggressor. But Sean tries to frame it here as the fact that, they were going to attack us. They're going to attack us. We've done nothing but attack them and sanction them since 1970, before 1979, but especially since 1979. We have done nothing but literally terrorize them. So, I mean, like I said, I don't agree with Pierce on much, but he does a good job in this scenario right here, calling out Sean and calling out this war.
If you don't think that that's a threat, I don't know what is. But when you start killing our service members, on average, 1 every 3 days, that is something to be aware of. Harry is smirking because obviously he's never served this country. But I'm just telling you, that is a direct threat. And the president knew that there was not an upside. That's something that we can all agree on. He did it because it was the right thing to do.
I don't think he did. I think he did it. I think he did it because Sean. I think he did it because Benjamin Netanyahu persuaded him that if he did it, they would get regime change. And it would be like Venezuela. It would all be over in 2 to 3 weeks.
At any point, the easy answer is just to cut and run. If he really thought that.
Exactly. And you know what? Iran's the only country other than Yemen that has stood up for the Palestinian people that are continuing to be genocided. And now they're in Lebanon. Israel is now in Lebanon doing the same thing. And Iran they are standing up. The only country that's standing up for these vulnerable, defenseless people who are being slaughtered and starved and sexually assaulted, by the way. Iran is the only country, and Israel doesn't like it. So they want Iran out of there. They don't want to be hindered on their greater Israel project. They want to be able to do whatever they want to do with no hindrance whatsoever. And Iran is not letting that happen. So Israel wants them gone. So Israel does have a huge hand in this situation. And as of this morning, which this changes on a minute-to-minute basis, we supposedly have a peace deal being negotiated. I honestly, the little that I know, I cannot imagine Israel letting that happen. Anyway, let's go ahead and let Sean continue spinning his propaganda.
Then or now? Even now, the easy answer is to say, okay, problem solved. We go back to Strait opens, oil starts flowing again. The president's doing what is in the best long-term interest of keeping this country safe. That's it, full stop. Because he can easily.
I don't know why Sean hasn't signed up to serve. You should go over there, Sean. Go ahead in Iran and go serve. Go do that. Go serve in Iran right now, Sean. Sean, go serve in Iran. You keep talking about this great war. We got to do it. I'd love to see you on the front lines out in Iran. Go be on one of the ships. That's great. You do that. Now, by the way, Sean, we don't have to be here. You know why we're here? Donald Trump put us in that position. He ripped up the JCPOA. Remember that Obama nuclear deal that had independent inspectors going in and looking around? The thing that prevented them from getting a nuclear weapon, Iran started enriching their uranium after 2018, after we ripped up that deal, that whole thing. Yeah, we go back to that. That'd be great, but Donald Trump put us in this position.
Yeah. Hey, Eric, do you have access to the internet?
I do, Sean.
Why don't you read my bio? Take a time out for a second before you say stupid things like that. Okay?
I'm saying go back. I'm saying go back.
Go read my bio before you make a stupid comment like that.
Go
Get
back.
your head out of your ass.
Go back and serve. Go back and serve, Sean. You keep on here talking, other Americans should serve. We should put these young men and women on front lines. They should die. We already have 13 Americans dead, hundreds injured. You keep advocating from your wealthy home wherever you live and say, hey, these people should go serve. People my age should go serve. Gen Z should go serve. But you're sitting here on Piers Morgan talking about other people serving. Go serve again. Go.
And like I said, I do not normally ever agree with Harry Sisson. But you know what? He does. I got to give credit where it's due. He does a fantastic job. And this is it right here. These elites go to war and kill vulnerable people all over the world, and they send us to do it. They send people like me and you, like our sons and daughters, and you will damn well never see President Trump's son go to war. You will damn well never see Harry Lutton or Howard Lutnick's son go to war, or J.D. Vance's children go to war, because they don't do that. They send us off to fight the wars, to steal the oil, to make money for the defense contractors so they can get rich. And all of the people that go and serve come back all fucked up, like Graham Plattner talks about that happened to him. And like I've said before, but 18 suicides a day from the PTSD that this causes. You guys go. You want to fight this war so bad? You go fight it. So big credit to Harry here. More of this.
Oh, go to Iran. Why aren't you signing up right now? Why aren't you in uniform? Why aren't you in uniform?
Harry,
why aren't you, Sean, time out. Why aren't you in uniform right now?
Do you know, I know you don't know how this works, but I'm in the reserve.
Sean, answer the question. Why aren't you in uniform right now? Okay, then go suggest yourself to go serve. Sean, go suggest to serve.
I am in the military, you dumbass.
Great. Call him up and say, I want to go to Iran.
I just want to note that going to war against Iran actually makes us anything about how
Sean, cry more. You're one of these wealthy Republicans who sits in your wealthy home and you tell other people to go serve while you're sitting there making a bunch of money, advocating for Donald Trump, shilling for whatever you're shilling these days. Go serve. It's disgusting. It pisses me off when people like you, these wealthy Republicans, tell people my age to go serve.
I don't know which. Maybe
Sean, I don't know why you're not answering questions.
And like I said, Sean really looks like he's going to break down. He doesn't even know how to react to this. Harry nails it. You sit in your nice fancy house and tell everybody to go fight these wars. The only thing Harry misses about this is it's not just the Republicans. It's the Democrats that do this. People like Chuck Schumer, the Democratic elites in Congress, want to fight this war too. They get the same money from the same donors, from the Zionists, the Israeli Zionists, from the Christian Zionists here in America, from the oil companies, from the weapons companies. So it's not just, that's a problem with Harry, is he won't call out that other side. We got to call them all out, all of them. Besides that, fantastic job here. Let's keep watching Sean squirm.
I should just go suggest for yourself to go serve in Iran. You can do that. Okay, great, go. Hey, Harry, Sean, go.
Harry, shut up. The way it works is you don't tell the military how to either.
Oh, keep crying, Sean. Are you advocating for your other Republican commentators to go as well, or are you just, what's the word there? Are you just telling other Americans, the sons and daughters of Americans to go serve?
Luckily, more people are signing up under Donald Trump.
Should all the Republican commentators who are advocating for this war do that as well?
And Democratic?
Plenty of opportunity for people to serve the country. I've been in.
Should they go serve? Should they go serve, Sean?
I'd love to see.
Should they go? I'm not advocating for a foreign war right now. I'm not advocating for a foreign war right now, Sean. Should these Republican commentators who advocate for this war, should they go serve? Should they go? Oh, it's a contradiction, Sean. Should these Republicans?
I'm not sure. To be honest with you, Harry, hang on. Harry, I'm not entirely convinced that sending Mark Levin, for example, to fight the Iranians is going to help anybody. So I do think it's a bit of a facile argument, to be honest with you. You know,
there are Gen Z Republican commentators, peers, who are on social media all day, and I see them all day. Yeah. They advocate for this war. They want other people to go serve while they're making a bunch of money. And I'm just curious why they aren't signing up. Why don't they voluntarily go?
The IDF should fight this war. This is Israel's war. The IDF should fight this war.
Well,
They're not the nuclear dust. They should go in and get it.
It may well be that sooner rather than later, it is the IDF that's only the one fighting this war, because I think Trump is going to. I actually do think.
All right, that's enough of that. But we got to make these people squirm. Anytime they're out in public, they need to be shamed. Anytime they're on a panel, they need to be called out like this. No more laying back and not using our voices. We are way past that. But it was just really good. Like I said, really, really good to see these neocons, these neocon ghouls they make a killing getting rich off of sending American citizens to go fight wars to kill innocent people in other countries. So good on Harry Sisson. Do respect where it's due. And I'll tell you what, I just wanted to put this out there because that was a clip. Again, I vicariously lived through the people that can just tear down these neocons sometimes. And that was a little scenario where I could. Thank anybody who watched. I appreciate all you guys. If you found anything valuable or interesting whatsoever, please subscribe. It's free. Share, comment, let me know what you think. What did you think of that debate? And very importantly, I hope you find some peace in the rest of your day. Again, thank you guys so much for watching or listening to this little video. Thanks, guys. Bye.